Hi guys, I'm Ozzy Villain and welcome back to our bid to find the best team in Major League Baseball history. Today it is the third of our knockout games. It is the 2004 Red Sox versus the 2001 Mariners, and two teams I think that will be very fondly remembered for lots of reasons by lots of people. So the 2004 Red Sox went 98-64 in their regular season. The 2001 Mariners, of course, 116-46. I can't remember if it's the best regular season, but it's certainly right up there, isn't it? I remember that team, and that was a very, are they the best team to never win a World Series, perhaps? They'd certainly go close, wouldn't they? Now, if you are new to the series, welcome, obviously. This is a one-off game. It is, we default to modern era strategy. We have World Series rosters if available. If not, I believe it defaults to opening day rosters, and we are disabling injuries, so that's not going to play a part in this particular game. So that's the setup. Let's go and check through the rosters. And here they are here. These are, of course, both teams' rosters with the stats from the season that they're playing from. And it's just such a heavyweight matchup from someone sort of, I guess, my age. And when I sort of started watching baseball, I mean, these are two teams that, as I said, I just remember them so fondly. So to see them going head-to-head is... it's going to be something, isn't it? All right, let's go and check the... you can zoom me, of course, and pause if you want to have a longer look at the stats. Let's go and have a look at the starting lineups. And here they are. So leading off the 2004 Red Sox is Johnny Damon in center field. Trot Nixon in right field bats 2. It is Manny Ramirez at left field batting 3. Ortiz cleans up at first base. Jason Varitek is catching at 5. Kevin Youkilis, something along those lines. Anyway, Youkilis maybe is... One of those three is right. He bats 6 at third base. Orlando Cabrera at shortstop bats 7. Pokey Reese at second base bats 8. And Curt Schilling is the man on the mound. I remember him, I think it was the 2004 series. He was pitching and his Achilles was bleeding. It was such, manly. All right. And then, calm down, Ozzy Bill. And the Mariners, the 2001 Mariners. Mark McLemore. Mark McLemore at shortstop bats first. Ichiro is batting second in right field. John Olerud even is at first base batting 3. Brett Boone at second base cleans up. Mike Cameron is... why does that name sound familiar? There's must be a politician or something called Mike Cameron. Anyway, doesn't matter. Mike Cameron at center field bats 5. It is Stan Javier in left field batting 6. David Bell at shortstop at third base even bats 7. Dan Wilson is catching at 8. And Freddie Garcia is the man on the mound. I'm thinking of James Cameron. I'm almost certainly thinking of James Cameron. Anyway, big thank you to all the Patreon and channel members as I scroll across the bottom there. Now, of course, we haven't seen this Mariners side yet, but the Red Sox did come through an inter-franchise playoff. I'll leave a link in the description to that if you want to go and see how the 2004 Red Sox got to the point where they are representing the franchise. And if not, well, we've popped out one out, and it is Trot Nixon coming up to the plate. It is a 1-1 pitch with 1 out. And that is slapped up the middle, is it? Yes, past the shortstop into center field. And we have our first hit of the game. A 1-out single for Nixon. In comes Manny Ramirez now. A full count on him. There's a walk. So 2 on, 1 out. Again, it looks like I've restarted the game. I've tried to fix it. When the catcher throws the ball, there is no ball. I don't know how to fix it. If somebody can tell me, brilliant. If not... yeah, it's just how it is. Ortiz has hit one into center field. It is off the wall, and it is going to score runs. Big Pappy drives in. He's not going to go for third, is he? Surely not. He'll need oxygen at second. Anyway, it is a 2 RBI double even, I should say. Ortiz gives them the lead, and Varitek now with a runner at second with 1 away. A 1-2 pitch. Varitek into left field. That is someone showing off out there. Javier. And that'll be 2 away. Ortiz will stay at second. And Youkilis. A 3-1. He draws a walk. So 2 on, 2 out now for the Red Sox. And it is Orlando Cabrera. A full count on him. He grounds it to the shortstop. Is it an infield hit? It's certainly that sort of a hit. But no, that play is made. Ends the inning. But Boston jump out to a 2-run first inning lead. And McLemore will lead things off. It's a 3-0. And the leadoff man has walked on 4 pitches. So not a great start for Curt Schilling. In will come Ichiro now. An 0-2 pitch. And Ichiro has just knocked it down into right field casually. This was peak Ichiro too, wasn't it? And he has a single. So we have 2 on, none out, and John Olerud. He's at the plate. He grounds it. It could be a double play ball. Oh, it is. So runner goes to third, but 2 away now for Brett Boone. An 0-2. And Boone strikes out, and just like that, the inning is over. So it is still 2-0 to the Red Sox. It is Pokey Reese to lead things off. It's a first pitch swing. Pokey has hit it into center field. Is that going to drop in? It is. So the 2004 Red Sox have their bats going today. It is a leadoff double. And it is Kurt Schilling coming to the plate. A 1-0. Schilling lays down a bunt. That's going to get the runner over to third. That's a very productive at bat for the pitcher. So a third run is 90 feet away, and Johnny Damon's at the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. A 2-2 pitch. Johnny Damon. That is going to drive in a run, is it? Yes, it is. He's thrown out at first, but it is now 3-0 to Boston. And it is Trot Nixon, who's already 1 for 1 today. It is a 1-1 pitch. 2 out, no one on. And Nixon, he has hit all of that, and that's going to be 4-0 to Boston. They have jumped out of the gates here, and the 2004 Boston Red Sox are 4-0 up. The second inning isn't done yet, and we may only get one look at this Mariners side the way it's going. And that is, that is the end of the pitcher. So Aaron Seal, one of those, he'll come onto the mound. It is a full count, 2 out, and it is Manny Ramirez at the plate. And Manny draws a walk. So, Ortiz now already with 2 RBIs today. An 0-1 pitch, and Ortiz, what's happened there? Wild pitch that the catcher blocked in front of him, it looks like. Full count. And Ortiz strikes out to end the second, but it is 4-0. Is there a way back for the Mariners? Still a long way to go, of course. Mike Cameron will lead things off. A first pitch swing. Cameron hits it well into the left center field gap. And that'll be at least a double. Not sure how quick he is. He is a center fielder, though, but he will stop at second. Typically, a center fielder is quite quick, is my experience in the game. Stan Javier, he will come up now. A 3-1. Javier has popped it up into center field, and that will be caught, and Cameron will stay at second. And it'll bring up David Bell. A 1-0. Bell has hit it into center field, but again, it's going to be caught. Is that deep enough? Cameron, no, he stops at second. Well, goes and then stops, I should say. So 2 out, 1 at second for Dan Wilson. A 1-1. Wilson has grounded it to the first baseman, and that will be that. It is still 4-0. And it'll be Jason Varitek. An 0-1 pitch. It's a 1-2. Sorry, he's 0 for 1. It's a 1-2 pitch even. He is now 0 for 2, as there is 1 away. In comes Kevin Youkilis. First was a walk. It's a 1-1 pitch here. He has grounded that to the shortstop, so that is 2 away. And it'll look at the just looking here. That defensively, this infield is pretty epic, isn't it? No wonder they were such a good team. Orlando Cabrera, first pitch. Cabrera has lined it straight to the third baseman. And that'll do it for the third. So the Red Sox are kept scoreless for the first time. And we're pinch hitting. Jay Buhner is coming up to the plate. It's a 2-0 pitch. And he has popped it up. And that is 1 away. In now comes Mark McLemore. It is a 2-2 pitch. And that is a strikeout. I'm not sure if the game is bugging out a bit or if it's like the pitch is sort of hovering a bit. It's a full count on Ichiro. I think it's the pitch. Because it's not every pitch. I think it's the curve that's doing it. Anyway, Ichiro's on first. 2 away for Olerud. It's a 1-2. And it is a strikeout as he goes down looking to end the third. So it is still 4-0. Arthur Rhodes is the new pitcher. Look at these attributes. That is pretty impressive. And it'll be Pokey Reese to lead things off. Now, he hit a double, I think, last time up, didn't he? First pitch, and Pokey Reese has popped it up into center field for 1 away. You do wonder if Kurt Schilling goes deep into this game, and he's at the plate now with a 2-2 pitch, it's going to be difficult for the Mariners no matter how good they are. He doesn't give up much, does he? I think his ERA for the season was under or around 3, so on average, they've already got enough. But of course, that relies on him sort of going the whole way, doesn't it? So there we go. Kurt Schilling got a hit, I just realised. Probably should have given him more credit for that. So 2 on, 1 out for Trot Nixon, who is 2 for 2 with a home run. It's an 0-2 pitch, and Nixon, it's not double play, I don't think. Or is it? It is. And that ends the inning. They've done well to get a double play out of a ball in front of the base, haven't they? So anyway, that'll do it for that. It is still 4-0. Bottom of the 4th, Brett Boone, who is 0 for 1. An 0-2 pitch. And Boone has slapped it into that left centre field gap again, and it'll be at least a double. And he looks like he's going to stand at second. So the Mariners leadoff man in scoring position. It is Mike Cameron to the plate. He is 1 for 1. It's an 0-2 pitch. Cameron down to the first baseman. It'll get the runner over to third with 1 away. And it is Stan Javier now with a chance to drive in a run. It's an 0-1 pitch. And Javier has done just that. Even if it's caught, it's going to drive in the run. It is a very good catch out there in centre field by Johnny Damon. But the run comes in. It is now 4-1. There is 2 out. There is no one on. And David Bell's at the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. It's a 3-0 pitch. And he walks. So a 2-out walk. Dan Wilson to the plate. He is 0 for 1. It's another 3-1. And that is... Oh, it's Johnny Damon at his very best. Makes the catch. And that ends the inning. So it is 4-1 going into the 5th. It is Manny Ramirez leading things off. It's a 1-1 pitch. And Manny has hit it into right field. Is it going to be deep enough? It is. Oh, a leaping catch. Ichiro climbs the wall and robs the home run. In comes Ortiz now, who is 1 for 2. A 1-2 pitch. And he is maybe unlucky to get that called on him. Very much low and inside, I would have thought. Jason Veritek now with 2 out, none on. A 1-2 pitch. And another strikeout. So not much doing there. It is still 4-1 going to the bottom of the 5th. And Al Martin is going to pinch hit. It's a 1-1 pitch. And that is dribbled back to the pitcher. And that'll be 1 away. In comes Mark McLemore. It is an 0-2 pitch. And that is a strikeout as well. So 2 down. Kurt Schilling still going strong. And Ichiro to the plate, who is 1 for 1 with a walk. It's an 0-1 pitch. Ichiro has grounded it to the second baseman. And that will be that. We go to the 6th. It is still 4-1. And it is Norm Charlton coming onto the mound to face Euclid. It's an 0-2 pitch. And that is grounded to the shortstop and should be, and in fact is, 1 away. Next man up is Orlando Cabrera, 0 for 2. It's an 0-2 pitch. And he's grounded to the third baseman. That should be easy enough as well. Oh, it should be, but it's not. It's going to be, effectively a double. It is, of course, an error with the runner going over to second. But with 1 away, Boston with a chance to drive in another run here. Pokey Reese, who is 1 for 2. It's a 1-1 pitch. Reese, it's a pitcher killer up the middle, and that will drive in a run, surely, as the error is made to pay for. So it is 5-1. There is a runner at second. It's an RBI single in the scorer's book, and it is Kurt Schilling to the plate. He is 1 for 1 with a sack in there somewhere. This occasion he strikes out looking, so that is 2 away. And it'll be Johnny Damon to the plate now. Can he drive in another run? A 1-2. Johnny Damon strikes out. Didn't look like a great pitch, in truth. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. John Olerud, who is 0 for 2. It's a full count. And that is a strikeout for 1 away. Brett Boone, who is 1 for 2. A 1-2 pitch. And that's another strikeout. Kurt Schilling is absolutely baking here, isn't he? He is on fire. It is Mike Cameron now. Another 0-2 pitch. Is he going to strike out the side? No, but it's going to be out at first, assuming that they can catch. And it is. So to the 7th, it is 5-1 to the Red Sox. It is Jamie Moyer on the mound, and it will be Trot Nixon at the plate. He is 2 for 3. It is a 1-1 pitch. And Trot Nixon gets another good piece of one. That is over centre field, off the wall. And Trot Nixon is looking a little bit of a hero here. Did he get into second there on time? It looks like he has. And it is a leadoff double. Manny Ramirez, who is 0 for 1 with, I think, a walk. A first pitch. Manny Ramirez into left center field. That finds the wall. That'll be another run for the Boston Red Sox. It is now 6-1. Still none out. Still with a runner at second. And this 2001 Mariners side look like they are destined to be crashing out here, don't they? Ortiz with a full count pitch. He watches it. So 2 on, none out now for Veritek, who's 0 for 3. An 0-2 pitch. And he pops one straight up. That'll be an infield fly, so he'll be out one way or another. And it is Euclid now, who is 0 for 2. An 0-1 pitch, and he has grounded it to the second baseman. They get one. Oh, they get a double play out of that. And that innings comes to an abrupt end, which means it is time to stretch. So with a 5-run lead, welcome back. It is Boston over Seattle, and Curt Schilling will continue to stand heavy A. It's an 0-2 pitch, and it is a strikeout. And that is strikeout number 7 for Schilling. Dave Bell now, who's 0 for 1. It's a 2-1 pitch. And that is well hit. That's going to drop into center field, and that will be a 1-out single. The Mariners need base runners, don't they? That's what they need. Can they do it now? It is Dan Wilson, who is 0 for 2. A 1-0 pitch. Wilson with a pitcher killer up the middle. That's going to be 2 base runners. Now, they will presumably pinch hit. I think the pitching slot is still there, isn't it? Yes, so Sprague will come in. Obviously hasn't batted yet today. A 1-0 pitch. And he has got it into center field, and that should score a run. It'll make it 6-2. There is 2 on. There is 1 out. And suddenly the tying runs on deck. It is Mark McLemore. He is 0 for 2. It's a 2-2 pitch. McLemore was about an hour late on that. That is 2 away, and Alan Embry will come onto the mound now. So that's it for Schilling. Ichiro's at the plate. Can Ichiro pull one out here for them? It's a 1-1 pitch. 2 out, 2 on. This is huge. And Ichiro is going to be caught in left field. And that'll do it for that. So it is 6-2 going into the 8th. Jeff Nelson is the new pitcher. He's going to face Orlando Cabrera, who is 0 for 3. It's a 1-1 pitch. And Cabrera slaps it down into right field. That's going to be a single double. Is he going to try for 2? He is going to get there. And that is, leadoff double, obviously. So, another run, surely. I always think 4 runs, you're a chance. Yeah, you're only, but you're a grand slam away. If it gets to more than that, then you start to struggle. So Kevin Miller is coming in to pinch hit here. It's a 3-1 on him. He draws a walk. So 2 on, 1 out for Johnny Damon, who is 0 for 3, but does have an RBI. Johnny Damon has popped that up into left field, so that'll be 2 away. Runners will surely go back. They do. And it is Trot Nixon, who is, without a doubt, maybe Curt Schilling aside, the star of the game. He draws a walk. So this could be it. This is the game right here, isn't it, as far as Seattle's concerned. Loaded bases, 2 out, top of the 8th. Manny Ramirez is at the plate. He's 1 for 2. It's a 3-0. They're going to walk in a run, are they? Oh, you'd be livid, wouldn't you? So it is now 7-2. And what they've done is they've given Big Papi a chance to hit a grand slam. You never want to do that, surely. A 2-2 pitch. He strikes out. He's a little bit too confident of the grand slam, perhaps. And it is a 5-run game going into the bottom of the 8th. Mike Timlin is the man on the mound. John Olerud is the man at the plate. He is 0 for 3. It's a 1-1 pitch. And Olerud has popped it up, has he? Yes. He'll be caught in left field for 1 away. In will come Brett Boone, who's 1 for 3. First pitch swing. And Boone has grounded it to the third baseman. And this is looking very much now with 2 out in the bottom of the 8th. Like this could be, this is going to be Boston's game. But you never know. We've seen some big swings already in this series. That's a strikeout. It is going to need 5 runs at least from the Mariners in the bottom of the 9th. Ryan Franklin is on the mound to face Jason Veritek, who is 0 for 4. It is a full count. And Veritek about a week later on that one. So 1 away. In comes Euclid. I feel like he's batting every inning, isn't he? It's because I can't say his name. Oh, he's hit. If you can't beat them, break them. That's always the rule in sport, isn't it? So a 1 out hit pitch. Cabrera now, who's 1 for 4. A 1-0. Cabrera, is it going to get through? It is. It was one of those off the bat. It was either going to get through or it was going to be a double play and end the inning. But it got through. And there is 2 on, 1 out for Pokey Reese, who is 2 for 4. It's a 2-2. And Pokey is about, again, an hour late on the pitch. So Bill Muller is the pinch hitter. 2 on, 2 out. Let's see what Muller can do. Full count, and he strikes out. So we go to the bottom of the 9th. Seattle need 5 runs now, and it is going to be Derek Lowe coming onto the mound. And he is going to face... He has an ERA of 5.42. Stan Javier is going to lead things off. He's 0 for 2 with an RBI. It's an 0-1 pitch. And that is through. So a leadoff single just to keep things interesting. Dave Bell now, who is 1 for 4. A full count. Bell draws a walk. 2 on, none. We're not going to have another Royals versus Twins, are we here? It's Dan Wilson, who's 1 for 4. A 1-0 pitch. Wilson, that is going to be caught by the third baseman. Just for a second, I thought that was going into left field. So 1 away, 2 on for Edgar Martinez, who is pinch hitting. Why is he only pinch hitting? Look at those attributes again. He's 38. He's a decent defensive first baseman, but who's Olerud's playing first base? Anyway, let's see what Edgar can do. It's a 3-1. He loads the bases. 1 away, loaded bases. And Keith Folke will come on to pitch now. That's more like an attribute-wise ERA of 2.17. But is the damage done? It's Mark McLemore, who's 0 for 3. It's a 3-1 pitch. And they bring the tying run to the plate. They walk in a run. It is now 7-3 with 1 out. Loaded bases, Ichiro. He is 1 for 3. It's a first pitch swing. Ichiro, is that going to get over center field? No, it is going to score another run, but it is now 2 away. It is 7-4, and we still have tying run at the plate. It's John Olerud. Now, he is 0 for 4 and looked completely pathetic at the plate so far today. It's a first pitch. Olerud into center field. Is it going to keep the game going? It's going to end the game. And the 2004 Boston Red Sox will progress at the expense of the 2001 Seattle Mariners. So I suspect we have seen 2 very, very good teams there, and that Boston team is going to be difficult to beat, especially, Curt Schilling going on the mound, and then all that power in the batting lineup as well. That's going to be interesting, and of course they could face the Yankees later in this competition, but not next round. Next round, I can't actually see what's behind me right now. I think it's the White Sox and somebody. I should probably check who it is, shouldn't I? So yeah, it is indeed the 1983 White Sox and the 2008 Rays. I think the White Sox would be pretty happy with that and feeling confident. But as we've seen already, form book goes out the window. We just don't know what's going to happen, do we? So Boston's moving on. Mariners are out. I'll see you next time for the White Sox and the Rays. If you've enjoyed that, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And until then, take care.